Okay students, so in the last video we have understood what was set, right? So from the exercise some questions are there, we will discuss about that. Okay, so set was what? It was collection of well-defined object. Okay, not any kind of object, well-defined it should be. You must be able to list the elements there. Okay, so for example, number one, you can see from your exercise the collection of all the months of a year beginning with the letter J. Can you make such collection? The collection of all the months of a year beginning with letter J. So if I have to make a collection like that, you have to collect what? A month of the year which start with the letter J. So which are the months? Can I say January? January is the month which starts with the letter J, then June is there, then July. So these are 3 months which starts with the letter J, right? So this is the collection we made. So according to question they asked us to make a collection of month which starts with letter J. So I can make the collection. So this collection will be your set. So question was this only, right? Which of the following are sets? You have to answer it and you have to justify also. So what will be the justification here? Very simple. The collection which they ask you to make here is well defined. Okay, so it is well defined that the month which start with January I can easily list it. Okay, so this is a set. What about second question number 2? Will it be a set? And about notes, don't worry. Okay, I will give you in terms of PDF, or I will write it down and will give you later, so you can note it down later. So first try to understand these things. So question number 2, what it says: the collection of 10 most talented writers in India. Now can you make such collection? Obviously different student will have different view, right? Here talented writer, for different student it will be different. So they have asked you to make a collection of 10 most talented writers. So this most talented word is not well defined. I cannot say under which level it is considered to be most talented. Okay, so in this case we cannot make a such collection, so this is not a set. Okay, so obviously you might be thinking that I can make a collection of 10 most writers, so that will be according to your view. Those writers will be most talented. For me it might be different. Okay, so I told you, this set, person to person should not change. The collection which you will make, it must be common for all the people. Okay, so that is called sets. So question number 3, a team of 11 best cricket batsmen. So can you judge which one will be the best cricket batsman? Obviously this word again, best cricket batsman, it's not well defined again, right? So under which level you can consider to be best, I cannot say that one. So this list also you cannot make it. Okay, so this is not a set. Number 4, the collection of all boys in your class. So can you make such list? Of course, yes, all boys in your class. Obviously it will be common list for all the students. So you can just name all the boys name from your class. So you can easily make such list. So this will be a set. Okay. Number 5, the collection of all natural numbers less than 100. Can you make such list? Of course, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4 till 99. You write down the list. That will be your set. Okay, so this will be a set because it's a well defined. I can make a list of this. When you see this question, and if you can make the list, you can write down the objects, all the objects, then it is a set. Okay, and you will see that person to person it will be same only. A collection of novels written by the writer Munshi Prem Chand. So obviously this will also be a set. You can easily find out. You have to do research on this, right? You need to find out from internet and like that. So novels you can easily find out for Munshi Prem Chand. Whatever novels he have written, you can easily find out all the list there, right? So this also will be set. And all the students, if they do well the research, all the students will get common list. So this will also be a set. Okay, and the last one, the collection of all even integers. So what are the even integers? All of you can make the list. So it is a set. Obviously it is infinite. This even integer will be what? 2, 4, minus 2, minus 4. These are all lists, right? So obviously it might be infinite. It might be a big number, but you can make the list, right? And for all students, it will be same only. Same numbers you will write. So this also will be a set. Okay. So I hope you have understood what is set now. Okay. Now see the object which I have written here. For first question, what it was, you have to write down the month which start with letter J. So these are the months, right? So see, these are called elements. Okay, in maths it is called elements, this one. And remember, sets are always written under curly bracket. Okay, like for example, if I ask you bring me a set of pen, what you will do, you will give me pen in some box or some packet like that, right? So same meaning here also, you can understand that way. This January, June and July I have collected and pack it like this, you can say. Okay, this is a kind of packet, you can say. So sets are always written under curly bracket, and I have to give, suppose this one, a name. A name is always given with capital letters. Say I will give this name as M, capital letter, month. Okay, so how to represent this one, again we will discuss in the separate topics. So I have just given you the idea here. Okay, so sets are always named with capital letters, and the sets, those collection of sets, it is written under curly bracket. Never use here open bracket or close bracket. You have three types of bracket, right? Close bracket and curly bracket. So for set we used to define with this one. This also you will study. This also have different meaning. You will study this one later. I will explain you what are all this. For open interval and close interval also we have set. But what kind of set it represent, I will show you later that one. So for time being, you try to understand sets are always written under curly bracket. Okay, and the elements are written inside, separated by comma. So you can see how many elements are there. Three elements, January, June and July, and they are separated by commas. Always remember this. Sets are written under curly bracket, and the object which you write inside is called element, and it is always separated by commas. Okay, so these are simple ideas which I have given. These things we will discuss again, okay, in the next topic, that is representation of sets. Now you have understood what is set. In maths, how we used to write down sets, that we will try to understand. So next topic is representation of set. Okay, so I have made this notes here. Okay, you can write down this one first before starting exercise. No need to write now, you just practice those one in your graph. Okay, later you can write down after finishing these topics and all. So what is set? I have already given. A set is a collection of well defined and distinct object. Okay, next, representation of sets. So there are two ways you can represent a set. One is this one, I have already shown you, right? This is called listing method also, it is called. You can list all the objects, or it is also called roster or tabular form. Okay, same meaning. Don't be afraid with these words and all. Okay, it's quite simple only. And since you are doing for the first time, you might be thinking what kind of maths we are studying right now. So these are lots of application in your later chapter also. Okay, mostly you will see in probability also we are going to use set. Probability you have studied in class 10, right? In terms of number and all, you will study this probability in terms of set now in class 11. Okay, and in class 12 also you have. So you need to concentrate on all these chapters well. Okay, so there are two ways I said, right? One is roster or tabular form. Another is set builder form. Meaning it's very simple. I have written here the statement and all. No need to understand from here. This will make you confused, I know. First try to understand in a simple way, and once you understand, then you can keep it as a notes. For example, if you suppose forgot what was the meaning, you can see the statement, and once you understand, obviously by reading the statement also you can easily understand what is the meaning. Okay, so no need to understand right now from here. I will simply explain whatever I have said here, those only I have written. So roster form basically, so see here two methods are there, right? Roster or tabular form. This is also called roster or tabular. Okay, another is set builder form. So see what is roster form. Roster or tabular form also it is called. Now see, when I ask you to make a collection of a set, okay, so when you will give me the list, if you give me the set in terms of, suppose you are giving me set of natural number. Now when you'll give me all the list, say you have given me like this 1 2 3 4, or I will say instead of natural number, let me say I have asked you, suppose give me a set of numbers, natural number, which are less than 5. If I ask you like this, listen the question carefully. If I ask you, let me write down the set of natural number less than 5, then how you will give me the list? So set, I said, you can write under curly bracket, and suppose you have listed all the elements here. I have asked you to give what? Set of natural number less than 7. So what you can do, 1 2 3 4, these are the elements. And if you give me like this, and let me name it, suppose A, capital letter, you have to name it. So this will be called as roster form, where you used to list all the element. Okay, when I ask you to give me a set, and if you give me all the list of the elements, okay, then it is called roster form. Okay, in roster form, curly bracket, sets are written on the curly bracket, and all the elements are listed inside. Now you might be thinking, right, what I am talking about? I was saying same thing here. Now see carefully. Another way is there to represent this set. Okay, how? If instead of listing all this element, I will write down one property, such that with that property I myself can list this one, then that is also called set. Okay, another way of representing set. So see, what I'm trying to say here is, I'm not going to list the element now here. What I will do, I will write one property, okay, in general form. I will write down. With the help of that, I must be able to find out these elements also. I'm not going to list all this. So see how I will write. A is a set of what? Natural number less than 5, right? So I'm not going to write the numbers here, list the elements here. What I will do, I will write one general property. See here, what I will say. This 1 2 3 4, I will say it is an X. Okay, general form I am writing. It is an X. Now what is X? You know that X is 1 2 3 4. Now I have to mention this X here. Okay, what it is, I can write down X is a natural number less than 5. X is a natural number less than 5. Now you can see in this set what I have done. I have written the same thing, but I have not listed all the elements. What I have done, I have said that these elements I have written in terms of general form. I hope you can understand what is general form. If you write all the elements with some common property, then that is called general form. Okay, like for example in class 8 9 you have done, right? For example 2x plus 3y plus equal to suppose 5. Write down this one in general form. What was the general form of linear equation? Remember, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. What is your a here? 2. What is your b here? 3. What is your c here? Minus 5. You used to represent, right, this equation, any linear equation you used to represent in terms of general form like this. So same way, this all elements we are writing in terms of general form. Instead of listing all this, I am writing this one as x, suppose. Now what is x? I know it is 1 2 3 4, so I have to mention what is x. X is a natural number less than 5. Now there is another way also to write down this set builder form only. Well, how I can write? See here one thing. This one in maths you will learn now many notation, different type of notation is there. Now for example this one, January, it is there in this set, right? In M, January is there. So this one I can write like this. January belongs. Okay, I will write in words first. Belongs to M. Okay, this month belongs to M means what? This January is there in this set. Okay. Now in maths, how we used to write down? This one we used to write in notation. How we can write? January belongs to maths. This symbol implies belongs. This symbols also I will give you the list. Okay, this is not the only symbol. Many symbols are there. I will give you the list, and what are the meanings also I will write down that one. You note it down that one in your copy later. Okay, so for the time being, just try to understand this one. This means belongs to. Okay, so January belongs to this month. So same way I can write June belongs to M. M is the set, right? M is the set of what? Month, which start with letter J. So I can write January belongs to M, June belongs to M, July belongs to M. In maths I can write like this symbols. Okay, so same way here I can write 1 belongs to A, 2 belongs to A, like this you can write. Okay, so same we see here how I am going to write set builder form. I am not going to list here, but I will write one property with the help of which you can list the elements. So see here what I can write. A is equal to X. Now what is X? You know right now, right? It is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now see, I will write in such a way that you can easily, without looking this also, you can easily figure out what are the elements here. So what I will write here, X belongs to, now see, one more thing. Your set of natural number is always denoted by this symbol, by this notation, you can say N, capital N. Your set of whole number always represented by capital W. It is already given in your book also. Okay, the list is given. Then your set of integers, you might have seen in your textbook, right? Always in set of integers are written Z. Set of whole number W, N. If you write down the list, you can write like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the sets. Whole number 0, 1, 2, 3. You can say I'm writing in a roster form this one, and this is the name of this set. This is the name of this set. Naming I'm doing. So natural number, it's always named with capital N. So if you have any kind of general set like this one, different sets other than natural number, don't use N, capital N here or W here. Okay, use different letters. So for some special sets like set of natural numbers, set of integers, set of whole number, set of real numbers, rational numbers, those have special type of letters naming in naming I mean. Okay, so for integers it is Z, suppose. For set of rational number it is written Q. So this list also I will give, very few are there, you will understand. For time being, just try to understand things roughly. Okay, so in this case, so I hope you have understood. Natural number, it is always named by capital N. Okay, so I am going to use that one, that's why I have said this. So this set I can write down, this set I can write down X, and what I can write here, I will write one property with the help of which you can figure out that this is this set only. So what I am going to write is X belongs to N. What this does this mean? This is element of this set. Okay, and element of set in natural number is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 till infinite it will go on, right? So X belongs to N. But if I write simply like this and stop here, then what will be the list? If you make the list, what will be the list here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is X, and X belongs to natural number. If I stop here, then the list will be till infinite. But see, our set is only till 4. Less than 5 they have said, right? So I have to give one restriction here. What is the restriction? I will simply write here X less than 5. Or you can write less than equal to 4 also you can write. Means X will be less than and equal to 4 means which number it will be. And I have also said it is belongs to natural number. So X will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. So from this only I can list this one. Okay, I hope you are getting some ideas. We will discuss more on this. Okay, since you are doing for the first time, you might find it weird a little bit. Okay, so don't worry, these are not tough. Okay, so I have written in a general form this list. I have not listed. You can see I have not written 1, 2, 3, 4. All the list I have not written. I am simply writing a property. What it is? A is a set. I am writing on the curly bracket, right? It's a set in which X is the element. Now what is X? X belongs to natural number. X is element of natural number, means it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 till infinite. But again I have given restriction. X less than equal to 4. So when I give this restriction, you understand that X should be less than 4 and also equal to 4. So X can be 4, less than 4 means 3, 2 and 1. And X belongs to natural number, so I am not going to take 0 and all these things. So you can see I have already got the list from this property only. So this is called set builder form, in which we don't write down the element, but we used to give one property. With the help of this you can list the elements. Okay, so this is called set builder form, and this is called roster form. And about notes, don't worry, I have already written this one in proper format. Okay, so you can note down this one and set build. I will send you the picture of this one also, okay, in the classroom. So I hope you have understood little bit on roster form and roster, or sometimes it is also called tabular form and set builder form. So based on this we will do some questions. Okay, so first you try to see this and try to understand. If you have doubts, ask me. Okay, so tomorrow, not tomorrow, on Monday, okay, I will do exercise 1.1. Based on this topic we will do some questions. So I hope you have understood this portion which I have explained in the last part. Okay, so try to see all this and try to understand. Okay, and if you have doubt, ask me in the next video. And you can ask me, I mean in the comment section, you can ask me in the classroom. Okay.